We're here speaking with one of the models who will be a part of the West African Fabric Show, and this will be a part of the Buy Local Fair, which is coming up on from the 24th to the 28th of October, and the band launch, the Circle of Love, on the 29th of October, at the Independence National Food Fair on the 1st of November, and on the local fashion, Independence Fashion Show night, and that's the 5th of November. With me is one of the models. Her name is Falana.
Good evening.
Hello, Falana, and how are you?
I'm good.
Now, Falana, you've been modeling for how long?
Not very long. I'm just being myself here right now.
Well, because I remember when I met you first, you were really into fitness. So tell us a little bit about Falana.
Well, that's correct. I was into fitness in the early 90s. Did bodybuilding as well as fitness shows. And then it graduated to dancing. And I've been doing that from ever since.
Now, we're looking at Falana. Falana has a really nice wrap on her head. It's a gelly, right? Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, we're going to just zoom in close on that gelly on Falana's head. It's in green, gold, and it looks like purple.
Turquoise.
Turquoise, right. Right. I have a little problem with my colors at times, but...
You're excused.
No, I'm not saying that I'm colorblind.
Okay. Basically, what I'm wearing is just a taste of what you'll get on the show. We'll be showing various styles and designs, and we have several models who will be portraying different types of material from different areas. Even though it's called West African, we'll have different prints that's significant to other parts of Africa. And we're hoping to get you out and see the exciting fashions that are being shown.
Now, Falana is dressed from head to toe. So we're just going to take a quick glimpse at Falana from head to toe. I need to get out of this shot. Don't want to corrupt it. It's the Buy Local Food Fair from the 24th to the 28th of October, and the band launch, the Circle of Love, on the 29th of October, the National Independence Food Fair on the 1st of November, and the Independence Fashion Show on the 5th of November. The Independence Fashion Show has 2 nights, the 5th and the 6th. The 5th is for the locals, the local fashion designers, and the 6th is for the regional designers. Tell us a little bit more about the West African Fabric Show.
What you'll have is a diverse ethnicity in terms of the colors and our different shades of African people. As well, there'll be authentic African jewelry, similarly to what I have right now on my body. These are some bracelets, safe bands they're called, but they're bracelets, thick bracelets, and mask, head, and cowrie shells and so forth. That's just some of the jewelry that'll be shown, and it's straight from Africa.
Wow. Now, there's another thing that keeps amazing me about African fashion. They what they call juju beads?
No, cowrie shells.
Okay, I was told that there's some myth about them that way back in Africa they were actually used as payment. Is that true? That's
correct. Back then, there was more trading. They were actually used in substitute for money. When you traded with cowrie shells. So we have lost our way in terms of how we utilize them now, but you'll see a lot of it come night of the shows.
Okay, there you have it. Falana. Standing next to me, immediately on my left, is Zoe. And Zoe is one of the models who will be appearing on each of these occasions. Zoe, good afternoon, and how are you?
Good afternoon, I'm good.
Zoe, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you decided to be a part of this entire excursion.
Well, from ever since I could walk, I loved modeling in high heels and trying on different kind of clothes. So when Rashid, he told me about this event, I said, well, I wanted to take part in it.
Okay, you seem a little bit young, so is this your first experience at modeling?
Yes, it is.
I was talking with you earlier and you said your real love is actually singing.
Yes, I love singing. I take singing classes with Rashid, and it's excellent.
Okay, are you really looking forward to it? I noticed you're nicely wrapped, and Falana wrapped you early in a unique West African fabric. Now, promise you're going to take a nice look at her from head to toe. Now, we're going to invite you to come on out the 24th to the 28th, the Bilocal Fair that's being put on by the Ministry of Culture, and the West African Fabric Show will be doing 2 shows within that fair. And on the 29th of October, the band launch, and the band is called Circle of Fire. And that's a Saturday afternoon, and it happens right outside of the source. Starts at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. On the 1st of November, the National Independence Food Fair being held on Independence Drive, and that happens right after the ceremonial parade on Independence Day. And the West African Fabric Show will be doing a just about 45 minutes of displaying what we have to show that's ethnic and carries us back in time to where we came from. Kind of like going down memory lane. And on the 5th of November, the Independence Fashion Show. That's the local part of it. So once again, we're going to have a look at this young beauty, young aspiring model. And we know she's going to do very well on those days. Thank you very much, Dave. Once again, we're here with one of the models for the West African Fabric Show. She is
Rochelle Ellis.
Now, Rochelle, how long have you been modeling for?
I've been modeling since I was 18 with Calviness.
Okay, so Rochelle has quite a bit of experience. Now, are you looking forward to this actual experience? Because we're modeling specifically West African fabrics, and you're actually wearing one of the gellies that will be showcased on those times.
I'm looking forward to this event because it's a part of our local heritage.
Okay. We've heard her talk about the event. The event's happening like this. It's the 24th to the 28th of October, the Bilocal Food Fair being put on by the Ministry of Culture. On the 29th of October, it's the Circle of Fire band launch at 2 p.m. That's a Saturday in front of the source. And the 1st of November, it's a part of the Independence Food Fair. And on the 5th of November, the Independence Fashion Show, the 5th of November being the local night. Now, Rochelle wears a gelly. Now, I'm going to let the camera just focus on the gelly while Rochelle focuses on the camera so that they can actually look at that beautiful headpiece that she has on. Now, from what I understand, gellies are the norm in the western part of Africa. And there'll be at least 40 pieces being displayed on each of these occasions. So I'm inviting each and every one to come on out and be a part of it. Now, Rochelle. Oh boy, that has such a nice ring to it. Now, you said you've been modeling since you've been 18. Is this the first time you're taking part in an event that's really more ethnic than any other event that you've done?
Yes, it is, because I never experienced these creativities of raps and all the other various raps. I never knew about them. So now I get the opportunity to be a part of it, and I'm excited. I can't wait.
There you have it. We're here with Miss Natisha Ali. Now, she's one of the models that will be a part of the West African Fabric Show for the Independence Day of 2011, Antigua and Barbuda's celebration of independence 2011. Natisha, how are you?
I'm quite fine, thank you.
Now, Natisha, I've been told that you're going in for a pageant. Tell us a little bit about the pageant that you're going in for.
Yes, I will be the representative for Antigua in the Miss Humanity International pageant. It's going to be held in Barbados this month.
What date this month will it actually be held in Barbados?
There's going to be a week of activities. It starts from the 16th to the 22nd of this month.
So hopefully you'll be getting back just in time for the first of the Buy Local Fair, because your first appearance will be on the stage of the Buy Local Fair on the 24th of October. And for those of you who don't know, the Ministry of Culture, in collaboration with the West African Fabric Show, is have asked us to be a part of the Buy Local Fair, and that's from the 24th to the 28th of October. Now, Natisha, tell us, you said it's Miss Humanity. Tell us what Miss Humanity is all about, because we've heard so much about Natisha and her appearance in the Miss Humanity pageant.
Basically, it's what its name states. It's about humanity. Each delegate from across the globe is supposed to highlight a humanitarian cause in their country. And mine is neglected children. Why? I'm a teacher. I come to contact with the children every day, so I have an understanding of what it's like to be neglected. And we're not just talking about an orphan on the street. That's one aspect that everybody knows about. But there's also children who live in the home, but their parents are too busy working, so they do not have enough time. So we call these children, they are emotionally neglected. They need attention. So this is what I will be focusing on for the pageant.
There you have it. Miss Natisha Ali, one of the models in the West African Fabric Show. And for those of you who don't know it, the 24th to 28th, the Buy Local Food Fair. The 29th, the band launch, Circle of Fire, 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon in front of the Source. The 1st of November, the Independence Food Fair. And on the 5th of November, the National Independence Fashion Show. Miss Natisha Ali, one of the models who has a cause separate to modeling. Buy Local in Antigua and Barbuda. Here with Asha, and she's one of the models for the West African Fabric Show that's a part of Independence 2011 here in Antigua and Barbuda. Hello, Asha.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, the Independence of 2011, within this whole celebration, is a West African Fabric Show. Now, it will be held from the 24th to the 28th of October at the Buy Local Food Fair, and on the 29th of October, the Circle of Fire band launch, and that's at 2 p.m. It's a Saturday afternoon right in front of the Source. And also on the 1st of November, that's the Independence Food Fair being held on Independence Drive. And on the 5th of November, the Independence Fashion Show. Now, Asha, immediately to my left here, is a part of the cast of models for the West African Fabric Show. Asha, why did you decide to be a part of this whole event?
Well, because I love modeling and I love anything to do with Africa and beautiful fabric and beautiful design. So yeah, that's why.
Now, Asha has on a two-piece of exquisite beauty, and I'm going to step out of the shot so that I don't corrupt it, so that we can actually focus on what Asha has on at this time. I noticed that you're really, now as far as queens go and African queens go and African beauties and Nubian beauties go, you seem to have taken the pick so far.
Thank you.
Now, you have some, we're looking at you and we're seeing something that's ethnic about you, your locks. How long have you been growing these?
For over 10 years.
Now, that's what you call a real beauty. Now, Asha, how far do you intend to go with this whole Do you intend to grace international stages as a model?
Of course, if I'm blessed with the opportunity, yes, I would love to do that.
Okay, so you're looking forward to your first event. By the way, is this your first event?
No, I've done many more shows before.
Okay, so how long have you been modeling?
Just a bit over a year.
Are you attached to an agency?
No.
Oh, wow. So, we have been speaking with Asha, and now Asha is a part of the West African Fabric Show, October 24th to 28th at the Buy Local Fair, the 29th of October, the Circle of Fire band launch, 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon outside of the Source, the 1st of November, the Independence Food Fair on Independence Drive, and the Independence Fashion Show on the 5th of November. Buy local here in Antigua and Barbuda. Hello, we're here with Sharona Stevens, and she is one of the aspiring models for the West African Fabric Show, and it's a part of the Independence celebrations here in Antigua and Barbuda for 2011. Good afternoon, Sharona.
Good afternoon.
Now, when I said aspiring models, because Rashid told me that he just kind of drafted you. Have you had an experience at all modeling?
No, I haven't.
But you're interested, definitely, because of the fact that it's West African fabric?
No, because I consider myself as a natural person, you know, and anything along these lines I can definitely fit myself into anytime.
Okay. Now, just so that you know that the Independence celebrations in this year in Antigua and Barbuda will be graced by the West African Fabric Show. Now, it's a bunch of headpieces, they're called gellies, various wraps, dresses, two-piece dresses, and it's a really interesting and new feature within Independence this year. Tell me, are you looking forward to gracing the runway in a really nice headpiece and a really nice African dress?
Definitely.
Now, tell me, this is your first experience. Do you think that you'll be trying to do it within the future?
I most certainly do, and I'm definitely looking forward to it, as I said before.
Okay. Sharona Stevens, an aspiring model for the West African Fabric Show, a part of Antigua and Barbuda's Independence celebrations for 2011, the 24th to the 28th of October, the Buy Local Fair being put on in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture, the 29th of October, the Circle of Fire band launch, 2 p.m. the Saturday afternoon in front of the Source, the 1st of November, Independence Day, the Independence Food Fair on Independence Drive, and the 5th of November, the Independence Fashion Show here in Antigua and Barbuda. Buy local here in Antigua and Barbuda. We're here with JD, and JD is an aspiring soca artist. Now, JD is going to be performing live on stage at the West African Fabric Show, which forms a part of the Independence celebrations for 2011 here in Antigua and Barbuda. JD, how are you?
I'm okay.
Now, interestingly, we've spoken with models, and you're the first performer that we're actually speaking with who will be on stage. Now, will it be your first time on stage here in Antigua and Barbuda?
Yes, definitely.
So if anyone wants to see JD for the first time on stage, they got to come out to the Buy Local Food Fair, because that's the first time you'll be performing. That's the 24th to the 28th of October, people. So make it a date, put it down on your calendar. JD, an aspiring soca artist here in Antigua and Barbuda, will be performing at the Buy Local Fair from the 24th to the 28th of October. JD, how long have you been singing?
Since I was like about 8.
What was your first genre? Did you start in the church?
You could say that. I did, and I started writing and singing with friends, and yeah, it's my thing now. I love it.
Now, most of the time when we talk about people who've been singing since childhood, they've have you ever entered any pageants at all?
No. I was always shy, so I never, try to perform in front of people. But this is my time now, so.
Yeah, so this is your coming out. Yeah, and you're going to come out good on the 24th, from the 24th to the 28th of October.
Yes.
Now, JD, what made you to decide to be a part of this whole event?
Because I think it's exciting and it's a fun experience for young people. And I'm young, so I want to be a part of it and show what I can do.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. JD, an aspiring soca artist here in Antigua and Barbuda. And if you want to hear, no, I'm not going to ask her to sing. No. If you want to hear what JD sounds like, I'm going to tell you what to do. Mark these dates down. 24th to the 28th of October, the Buy Local Fair. The 29th of October, Circle of Fire band launch. 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon, The Source. The 1st of November, the Independence Food Fair, Independence Drive. And the 5th of November, the National Independence Fashion Show. Buy local here in Antigua and Barbuda.